Welcome. How's everybody doing?
All right, let's look.
Not much, man. Welcome to another great show, Beer Talk with Bishop and Friends. Like always, I'm always great to have my brothers with me and my co-host. The only one, my other Irish brother, Baker, and my renegade brother, Mike Ramsey. How you guys doing, brothers?
Hey.
So,
We're here.
yeah, hey, I don't know how it's over there, but it's raining here. I think it's on the top 60 something. The weather is nice. It's raining. 2 days already rained, so how's in your neck of the wood, Baker?
We just finally hit 40 degrees today.
Wow.
The sun was out, things are melting, but my basement's still ice cold down there. Well, not ice cold. I can't say it's ice cold because things would be busting, but it's got to probably be about 40 or 50 down there.
Yeah, I can imagine that. What
So
about you,
that's why
Mr.
I'm
Mike
still up
Ramsey?
here.
Mid-60s, rainy. Got a pizza for lunch and just chilled out today. I wasn't in the mood for rain. So,
what can we say, right?
What can we say?
Happy Valentine's Day. It is Valentine's, and you guys have my, I'm man enough, and I feel comfortable in my manhood to say you guys are my Valentines. You guys are my brothers. So, how's your Valentine's? What do you guys do special for Valentine's?
I went on a massive killing streak. So don't tell nobody, because that's what Valentine's was a massacre. It's a made up fictitious Hallmark
Yeah.
holiday. So get your candy tomorrow, 50% off, your roses off, 50% off tomorrow,
Right.
and then celebrate the day after Valentine. Because if you need a holiday to show the love to your loved ones, there's something wrong anyways.
Valentine's Day is a day that was made up for men who aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing the rest of the year to make up for it all in one day. Lame.
That's right.
Yep.
That is. I have said this. Valentine is not just one day. If you have a significant other, Valentine's is all year long. It is. It is all year long. For me. That's what it is, right? So, what you guys? Why not? Look, fresh homemade cookies. That's my Valentine. Oh yeah. Thank you, Ray. Live here, you see that all. No
She knows
censor.
she knows you have co-hosts, right? Where's ours?
That's right. Hey, she bring 3. What? One for you, one for me, one for Mike. I will eat them all and let you know how it tastes.
Okay, yeah, that'll be good. Thank you.
Mm,
And
nice.
All
so, why do you say we say hi to the chat? These
right.
amazing people who decided to be
Let's
here on
go.
Valentine's with us.
As you know, we had some technical difficulty. That's why we were commenting in the chat. So technically, I don't know who came in first, but I know Tame was there, Ugg was there, and
Mm.
Jeff Harmon was there,
Yep.
and they're still here. So
Mhm.
we'll say hello to these guys. Ugg, how you doing, bud? Hope you're enjoying your day. We got Lee from EDC. Awesome,
How you
awesome
doing,
for
sir?
you to be here, buddy. Let's see. Lee K Houston is next. I see up there. Kenny, what's up, bud?
How you doing,
Um,
sir?
Abe, I see Abe. Um, yeah, Abe's next. Hello, hello. There's Tame Main. Driving. Be safe, brother. Sullivan Brewer. I wonder if they're meeting
Mm.
up with each other. Hello,
Hey,
Yeah.
Brewer.
Brewer, what's up?
How you doing, Brewer?
Uh,
I see
small.
small town traditions.
There you
Jim,
go.
what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah. How you doing, Jim? Man, I tell you what, there's so amazing companies coming out with some new stuff. It is so hard to decide which company you're gonna try to support this week or next week, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
he just did a drop of the two football, I think, or
Mm.
the universities, the
Mhm.
university
yeah,
kind of thing,
yep. The
and it
Rooster
looks
one
on
and the
point.
Tiger. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
looks on point. Santa Tom, hello, great show
How you
today
Yeah.
doing?
as
Yes,
always.
sir.
His
Yep.
shows are so inspirational. Showing the Santas, he got so many Santas in there now. It's so great to see that,
Oh yeah.
and he's helping each one of them with their beard care and life care.
Great, great
There's
job.
Mr. Jeff Harmon. Hello,
How you
Dapper.
doing, Mr. Dapper? Look, Mr. Jeff. Look. Well, I'm. That thing is turning.
Those
You can
cookies.
barely see it. It's turning.
Yeah, it's turning. Um, Abe was just wondering how you guys are doing in Oklahoma. Any flooding going on in there?
No, no flooding, no
No.
flooding. It was. I think down south where they have more of the flooding part, but over
Yeah.
here in the central Oklahoma, it was just. It's been good rain. It got a little bit thunder a little bit ago, but that was it.
And I think we're caught up, Michael. I see him being kind of Oh, nope. We got a couple more. Michael, born bearded. Hello, sir. What's up?
Hey,
Raven,
Hey,
Beard Co.
Ray.
If you haven't checked out his late night stream, take a nap after this show. Wake up,
yes,
check out that. I think 1 o'clock Eastern for me, 12
Yeah.
o'clock his time.
yeah,
Check out
it's
his show.
midnight.
Very, very
Yeah,
cool.
and listen, and he's so smooth. His voice is so smooth. I'll tell you what. If while you watching the show, by the end of the show, it's not because it's boring, but the voice is just so smooth. He's
Yeah.
he's
Soothing.
smooth talker. Yeah, it's gonna calm you down, relax you, and you will watch the show. You will have fun, and then
Mm.
you go to bed after that, right?
Or you can go to bed during it. That'd be me. Um,
Yeah, and
but it looks like we're caught up. Basically, there's a couple questions in there. People, you want to answer it. He's telling you some things to do with your mustache.
oh yeah, Mr. Dapper. Yes, I saw that. It's not going nowhere. I mean, I'll be honest with yourself. I screwed it up here a little bit. I was trying to trim it. It looks kind of weird, but I'm not. It's not going nowhere. I actually got some that bomb from Kilt Beer today. Um,
Yeah,
I couldn't put too much on because that thing. I mean, it's thick, and it's not the
yeah.
anchor; it's the other one. But it's pretty good. Yeah.
It coming out of the can. Yes, I agree with you. I actually used to pick a little bit. And but when it gets into your beard, the thinner one or the lighter one, I should say, feels pretty good. I could imagine how thick it feels with the competition grade one.
Oh yeah, yeah. And then we have Lions Mane. How you doing, brother?
It's a
And
Smooth
hey, yeah,
operator, as isn't true.
right, right. Hey, let's take a minute and say that. Let's say congratulations to Son of Tom because he just
Mhm.
hit the 50,000 mark subscribers.
That's
Wow!
nuts.
Congratulations, brother. Congratulations. That is huge. Oh
It
yeah,
is.
man.
I mean,
It
we
is.
know we all try to grow our channels and stuff like that,
Yep.
and we're little guys in the world of the 50 k Santa. He's been doing it a long time,
Yeah.
Mhm.
long
Oh yeah,
time. So it's awesome to see him grow.
for sure. And what else? So this. Let me. I want to say this because I want to give an update on. Um, I want to give an update to. So next week on February. Actually, I leave to Puerto Rico. God willing, everything goes right. I'm leaving to Puerto Rico the 18th. I'm not missing a show. I'm gonna do the show from over there. Knock on wood, God willing. I'm all set. My mind's still not set because I'm leaving my wife and my son behind. But we will have on that Saturday, we will have Jake from Elite Grooming. Um, but before we say that, who we have Sunday in your show, Baker? Because that's a pretty big deal.
Um, we got my doppelganger. I met him at Worlds. So tomorrow we have Robert Baker, other known as Bob, and Elliot Norris, his mustache, but it comes up if you're looking for him. Elliot, his mustache. Norris must have been a little bit too long for him to get or whatnot, but it's Elliot Norris, his mustache. He's 2025 world champ Hungarian mustache. And he's been in movies, just a little bit of um clip to tease you a little bit. He's his mustache has brought opened the world to him, it seems like, and he can grow a beard. He had a luxurious beard. He chose the mustache part of it, and he's rocking it.
Man, I like his videos when he's shaving because the way
Hmm.
he grabs that mustache, yeah, it's pretty damn cool. He is. You guys show join tomorrow because he's gonna talk about the beer competition that he's gonna be involved in, and that thing is on the line. So stay
Hmm.
tuned so you could hear about it, find out more on Baker Show tomorrow, 8:30. So okay, back to
Eastern.
what I was saying.
Eastern.
So Eastern time, yeah,
Yep.
8:30 Eastern time. So he grooming next Saturday. Then after that, I will have the second part of the show with John from Small Batch Beer Company. That is our guest for today. Then on next month, on the 7th, we have Weather Beer on March 7th. And March 14th, we have Rogue Pirate, Nick from Rogue Pirate. And then on the 21st, we have Renegade, the founder of the Renegade, Vince from the Renegade. Um,
Nice.
and so I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
And then on the 28th, on March 28th, I'm thinking of having another community show on the 28th. And lastly, on April 4th, I have the honor to have EDC. So
Nice.
Nice.
I just I just want to give you guys an update on that.
Yeah.
I'm definitely pleased and appreciative for that. So
That's a great lineup. Great lineup.
Mhm.
yeah, I'm grateful for everybody that was, um, and then Randy R72, thank you for being here. Baker,
Yep.
what you
Yep.
said we say hi to our guests, bring our guests in.
Hey,
All right.
you're in charge, bud. I'm
So
just here for the ride.
so I have an intro for him, but I want to bring him in first because I want him to find out something from him. So no other than Mr. John Bryan. How
How's
you
it
doing,
going
sir?
now?
What's up?
What's up,
So
bud?
Going good.
Brian, you are from your company's out of Tennessee, correct?
Alabama. Huntsville,
Alabama,
Alabama.
Alabama. You see? that's why I bring you in early because I'm all screwed up. So I have a little promo for you, and I want you to be here when we watch it because I just found out something, and this video is gonna say what I found out where you originally from. So no other than that, let's give it a welcome and hold on, man. Hold on. I gotta make sure I don't cut you guys off either. So I would probably do that. That's something I'll probably do, I gotta make sure I say everybody for the showing. Um and okay, here we go. Ready? Come on, play.
Song keeps Georgia on my mind. Georgia on my mind. I said, Georgia, Georgia, a song.
Well, the story behind that is simple. I didn't know Mr. Bryan was from Georgia, or he was raised and born in Georgia. So, Mike, it's just a collaboration for you because I love you so much. This is your Valentine's present. So anytime I get a chance to just pump you up, man.
He loves to throw that in. He loves to throw that in.
Yeah, I didn't know you were so in love with Georgia, Mike.
Nah.
Yeah, got me here in the heart.
So, Mr. John, how you doing?
Man, if it was any better, it'd be illegal. So yeah, I'm doing good.
Awesome. That's great.
Good. So, Mr. John, why do you just don't for the people that don't know, let's just say introduce yourself. I know that you are starting. I mean, you've been you started your company, you started getting noticed really not that long ago, but your name is getting out there more and more and more. You're getting more recognition for reasons that we're going to talk about here. But
yeah,
go ahead, sir.
Well, back in 2017, I got injured on the job. But before that, I was in the military, and then I got out, did contracting over for the government overseas, everywhere. Finally decided to come back to the States and ended up here in Huntsville, Alabama at Redstone Arsenal, working quality assurance for NASA and everybody for their propellants, ammunition, explosives, and stuff. I got re-injured on the job from my old injury from Gulf War, and it put me out. And I had to medically retire. And at that point, I could finally grow a beard. So I got out and I started to cut a couple different businesses up, but I always wanted to grow a beard, and I have super sensitive skin, and mostly because I was around a lot of stuff during the Gulf War that basically damaged my skin, caused me to have just super sensitive skin based on like burn pits and stuff I was around. So when I started trying to use other oils and stuff to put on my beard, to once it started growing, it broke me out. Everything was just, nothing was working. So I had to start trying to play with oils and everything, and one thing led to another. That's back in 2017, and fast forward from that to now, a lot of my friends who were getting oils from me and buying from me said, "Hey, you should get online. You've been doing this for years. You've got a great product. Why don't you get online?" And I tossed it around, and finally I did it, and here we are. This is where we are now.
Yep. And I mean, you've been. I'm proud to say that I've been with you from the beginning. Kind of from the beginning. And you're the type of owner that a lot of us like to, because you listen and you have a lot of feedback. it not only to take, but you also give it back to us as when we're talking to you about. And you have a lot of knowledge. You remind me of, and this is a good thing, Raven. You and Raven, the way you guys break things down. I mean, and no offense to any other owners, it's just they do things a little bit different. But you and Raven go deep on it, like break things down, and do the research and break it out. And then I think you guys I like a lot. So that my hat goes to you guys.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head. But something's feeding back here. Is that better?
Yeah. You guys hear any feedback? We didn't hear nothing.
Okay. I've got feedback on my end. Anyway. Yeah, I think you're 100% right. I think there's similarities between Raven and my company in that we do it a little different. We do small batches, micro batches, whatever you want to say it, and I think our mixing and going towards not only the blend, but as well as the scent. So I think there's a lot of similarities between us. Yeah.
And so you so when your company went online?
Okay. It went online. I think it was August of last year.
Okay. And then so when I started to noticing you talking to you was on the beer reject. That's where I started noticing you. And then I seen you on the beer texting, but I hadn't talked to you then. And then when you were on the beer reject, you started talking about beer company and not beer company, about the oils, ingredients, and all this stuff. And it got my attention. And then me and you started talking, and your the knowledge, how you go deep on it, and you started breaking down ingredients, how you wanted to use them, the stuff like that. It was, it's pretty good. It got surprised. It got my attention, and then I received your first package. I remember that when it was a big 2-ounce bottles, and the bottle was good. It was good. You were right on it. That you told me how much it will absorb and how fast. You even said the scents were not that strong, but it does the work. And when I got it, I was like, yeah, put it on. And the one I remember was it had the cherry on it. And I told you I don't like cherry, but you couldn't smell that. And then I had it, and I had a meeting with my Ramsey, my VP, and I passed one of the bottles, and he was right, just how fast he absorbs on it. And then we talk about it, and then then you upgrade it. You move some things around, did some other things, and that's when I told you that I respected that, because a lot of company owners, they sometimes they latch into and they don't want to hear. They think that we just bashing them, and we're not. We actually trying to give you guys a different perspective of what we see that sometimes you guys might not see, right?
Yeah.
And everything I had told you, I always trying to tell you that with respect, because you guys work hard at it, and you took it, you change it, you improve, you change it. And you haven't stopped. You keep running on it. You are, brother. You are running a marathon with how fast you're doing stuff, and how you going. So, great job. Definitely great job.
Yeah, I think a lot of times when you're locked into something, especially a company, you can have blinders on. It's like a horse racing. You see the finish line, but you don't see the spectator. So a lot of times we get locked in. Now I do make every blend for me. I make every scent for me. If I don't like the blend, and I try it, if I don't like the scent, the way it smells, it doesn't make it online. So in that respect, I will always make it for me first. If I won't wear it, or I wouldn't, I can't stand behind it. And then as far as I take what everybody says with the utmost of respect of you guys trying to help. I don't think you're bashing me. I think that there's unique perspective for everybody because everybody's got unique skin, unique problems, beard length, beard density, age, where you live, and I had to think out of North Alabama. I had to think out of just making it for my climate and the people that bought from me up until I went online. So once I went online, I seen a bigger picture, and I knew at that point, the more people I talked to, you, Santa Tom, a ton of different people, and that just made me only try to get better. So I strive every day. I wake up every day to be better.
So the two things. So as soon as I heard you had a barber reserve, Bishop was raving about it. So I had to get it. But I love, honestly, God, I love this airless pump. I love it. It is it it shows up massive in my collection. First off of Barber Sense, your number 13 that is on the shelf. Um, and it smells wonderful. I really do like it, but it works better than not. I'm not gonna say a lot of them. I'm just gonna say my skin feels better when I do wear this. Yeah, the scent doesn't last all long, but what'd you do? A little revived that I carry in my pocket. It's a
Yeah.
nice spray plastic bottle that I call it lunchtime revive. I go in, do a good wash at work and stuff like that, and I'll just give it that little bit of a spritz there, and all the goodness comes back. But I really did enjoy it. I think your labels, they're clear. You can read everything on there. I mean, even it has your phone number on there. I mean, can we prank you at the middle of the night or what there?
I tell you the truth. I tell you what, my wife gets on to me because if I'm up and that phone dings or rings, I answer. And I answer
Oh
because
wow.
I answer you guys, and it doesn't have to be Bishop or anybody else that I know. I'll answer it. She'll get on to me, but I'll answer it because number one, I can't be in business if I don't do what I want to do. Somebody, if I, do for other people like you want done for you, and that's the way I live my life every day. That's my motto. If
Yeah.
I can't answer your call, if I'm not asleep and I'm not tired, I'm not doing something, I'm gonna pick it up because it might be something that you need, that somebody really needs.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Like I said, I enjoy it. And I had I have sensitive skin myself. So I anytime that there's all this essential oils in there, and then you do have the fragrance oil in here too, so you're not just total essential.
Yeah.
But and the smell is key. I mean, to me, the barbershop is key to me. Like I said, you're number 13 on a list of barbershop shelves here. I got to go see Tino to get another one, I think, because I hear a couple of people are putting out some barbershops of the world and all this other stuff. So, but that's my problem, not your problem.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good problem to have. When you got you every day you can just grab something and never hit the same thing twice for a while.
Yeah. And like I said, I judge the company. That's what I judge the company at. It's a barbershop. Like I said, I love both smells of it, the talc, the mortar, the bay rum, and everybody's take on it. So that's where I judge the oil from. I get it in my beard, then I know the smell's going to be good, and then as long as everything's good with the carrier and my beard feels nice, it feels hydrated. That's where I kind of judge a company off of.
Right. So on that subject, I'm gonna show you something. So when you started, my friend, that was your bottles.
Yeah.
And one unique thing was that you put the date that you bottle it.
Yeah.
And then that's it was a good for back then. That was a good label. I'm not gonna tell you it wasn't. It was a readable label, but then that came up different, upgraded, still all the good information on it. I do like the line in there between the labels so you could see how much you got left. Sometimes a little hard. And then, like Baker was talking about, the pumps, you make that even better.
Yeah.
So you had a goal in mind for your, I guess, your business, and have you accomplished that on the looks for the bottle?
Yes, I think the packaging is as far as you can is right now, unless something that comes out that's better. I think the packaging is really as far as you can go. I may the next round I may go with frosted instead of clear like that. I may go with a slightly frosted. It's not necessary, but I think it's a little more elegant.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as the delivery and everything, I don't think you can really go any further than the airless pump.
Right.
I mean, it's more expensive. It's 3 or 4 times more expensive than bottles, but it's worth it. It is worth it for me.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I want to say this real quick. Stick around to the end of the show. We will have 2 giveaways. John have blessed us with that, giving us 2 giveaways. We will have one here in about probably about 15 minutes, and then we will do one towards the end of the show. So stick around because you definitely don't want to miss this unique carrier blend. It does work not only for your beer but for your skin. That's something that he been in from the get-go. That's one of the things that he always wanted to have and done, and I think he's accomplishing that. John, let's talk about this. Was you so you got your scent profiles that and you have quite a bit for a company that you started, and you make everything to order, correct?
That's correct. When you place your order, I'm making it. That's right.
All right. I know we have a question. I'm trying to find it. Okay, I see it. Has his barbershop of the world idea inspired others by any other companies?
No. What I had done is what I had originally done is I was trying to just put a mainline scent out and just have one or maybe 4 or 5 barbershops, 4 or 5 darks. So I was trying to do it that way, and I wasn't happy with it. And then I changed over and I did a where you would do a smaller main line with like limited runs of 20 or 40 bottles. And I actually had people get mad and call me and say, I want to get this, but you don't have it anymore. And I said, well, yeah, it's out. Well, they said, well, you make every one you do. And I said, yeah, but that's true. So he basically cussed me out. A couple of people cussed me out and said, well, I just won't do business with you. So I finally said, you know what? I said, I'm going to do what I should have done in the first place. And I went back to my book, and every single category, subcategory, everything I ever thought of, everything I had toyed with and wrote down, I sat there and took it out and I put it in relatable storytelling categories. And each category lists a thing. So so I did barbershops of the world because it's not a barbershop scent. I don't know what anybody else is doing. And that's fine, but mine's not a barbershop scent. It relates to the barbershops themselves within those areas. whether it be in Paris, whether it be in Norway, whether it be in whatever. It's not about walking in for a really barbershop smell. It's more like the culture of the people at that barbershop and how I would describe it in a scent.
Right.
So it's not a barbershop scent, but it does relate to barbershops.
Right.
Yeah, so surroundings, atmosphere, kind of,
Atmosphere,
and stuff like
exactly.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah, the barbershop around the world is more kind of the surrounding, the atmosphere, but he has just a regular barbershop.
Yeah.
The barbershop Imperial Reserve is, the one that you would think of other companies have the smells, and stuff that they kind of use in the chair and stuff like that. That's
Yeah.
that. But the tour, if you want to do the tour, which basically I'm kind of going to get into, is basically don't be thinking of the talc, the bay rum, the stuff like that.
Yeah.
Think of the atmosphere. Think of the whole
Yeah.
outside of it and where it's located, and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So
It's not traditional. It's not like walking into mom and pop's barbershop. I mean, I thought about that
yeah.
too, but that's not unique. That's just a play on something we've all done. And
Yeah.
I want to be unique because I want the way I describe it as I want a memorable experience for everyone. I want something that can develop a cult following that I don't have to change. I want to keep all these. If I'm open 30 years from now, or my grandson's running it 30 years from now, they may be some new categories and new scents, but I want these scents today to be so nostalgic and so good that people embrace them for years and years and years to come. And I don't have to go and say, okay, I'm gonna drop a scent of the month or a scent of the day. I don't want to have to do that. I want to concentrate on what my brand is about. And my brand is about your skin first and foremost. I live and die by the sword of your skin.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's great. It's a good way to say it. I mean, there's only so many that you can do that you're walking into the mom and pop.
Yeah.
I mean, I gone into probably about 10 different barbershops in my lifetime, and you're a little bit heavier on the aftershave, or you're a little bit heavier on the talc and stuff like that, but it all kind of resumes the same, and that's why I love it.
Exactly.
It brings up those memories of being in there,
And I know somebody here just asked about which one do I like in the barbershop of the worlds. I've got two. I like the Nord, which is the Nordic, or from like Norway, and then I like the one that's the Japanese. I forget what the name of it is off the top of my head, but the one that's from Japan. Those are the two I like. I really have to say 1A, 1B. I can't say one's better than the other. They're equally good, just different.
Yeah, right. And that's great. That's awesome. And I know you're thinking about you're doing others like that, other kind of series. I guess that would be the best word. Kind of like a series of different things.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, just say for instance, I've got the After Dark or After Hours, and that right there concentrates on drinks like you'd see back of the bar. Say like the bar closed down, you're there. You're not really supposed to be there, but back of the bar's got the better stuff, and they're making drinks and everything, and you can get all kind of drinks. You can get the Naughty Negroni. You can get the Manhattan After Dark. You can get the that's just two that pops into my head.
Peach whiskey.
Which one?
Peach whiskey.
Yeah. Yep. Peach whiskey, blackberry whiskey, black cherry whiskey. Exactly.
Nice. I like that. I like that whole idea of that. Like I said,
And then
that's way I can say it as a series.
Yeah. And then one that's very dear to my heart is the Tobacco Aficionado series, and I'll tell you why that is. Yep, there. And we've even expanded past those two, but he's got the first two of that series, And what it is when I was 4 years old, and I hate to tell stories, but I'm gonna tell this one because it's near and dear and it reminds me of home. But at 4 years old, my dad took me out and said, "Okay, this is your first job," and he had me go out to the tobacco field, and all the grown-ups were out there cropping tobacco. And my first job was to pick that tobacco that they've dropped off the ground. And I can remember the smell, the sticky sap from it. And I'd sit there and play with it, the smells, everything. That's one of them that I can remember taking the tobacco out, going to the tobacco auctions at the warehouse, and riding with the tobacco, sitting on top of the tobacco as they auction it. So all that is nostalgic smells. It's not true tobacco scents, but it tells you a story from the very beginning where you cropped the tobacco, where the tobacco was sold, and then we go on into different forms of the tobacco, all the way to a cigar or a fermented tobacco, whatever it may be. So everything tells a story. Americana, Americana is about trips throughout America. We've got another one oh Lord, you just have to look. I mean, I could go on and on. We'd be talking for three shows.
So I want to say about the Tobacco Aficionado series, this warehouse action tobacco. I didn't know what to expect when I tried it. I've seen the profiles and everything, but wow, it is. First of all, let me say it's not weak. It blends in pretty good. It is on the stronger side of your scents. They compared to from the beginning, it has stronger, but it's still not like it's gonna choke you. It's still there. It changed scent notes on it at least three times, easy. It lasted quite a bit. I put it in. I think at 11 o'clock. By the time 8 o'clock, and I took a shower, it was still there. It's good. It's great. Even the wife's like, "Wow, that's unique," and it was unique. It's something I wasn't even expecting on it. And you said there's more. I mean, yeah, I can't even imagine. I will say what I told you the other day when you because when you coming out with the limited editions, when you came out with the first two, and you came out with another one, I was like, oh my god! I told you, I was like, man, I haven't even tried these two, and I got to try these other ones, because I mean it is unique. It's like Jeff Harmon say, Jeff Harmon just say, I'm glad to see companies starting to make more products for gray hair. That's what people are talking about you, because you are, you are unique. Again, I'm not just pointing out, but like Raven, he's unique. He goes the extra mile. Do the the uniqueness of the oils, limited stuff, because they are limited. So just great job.
Yes.
Why do you say we take at this point where we do that first giveaway?
Sounds like a plan.
You want to say what the giveaway is?
It will be a beard oil and a beard serum of your choice.
Okay, and to say that all the oils come. It's not just some of the oils come with the
all of them.
All of them with that.
The beard, the oil and the serum both come in the airless pump.
Okay, and they both 1 ounce, right?
Yep, both 1 ounce.
Okay, I'm gonna put a line here. We're gonna go from this. We got a number. You guys guess the numbers going from 1 to 20, and right now 1 to 20. Picking up, say a number 1 to 20 for the beer oil and the beer serum. And I'm trying the beer serum. That is some good stuff. That is a nighttime serum, and it works amazing on your beer. Brewer, yep. You guys come on.
Brewer, this ain't Dino's show. This ain't Michael Jordan. This ain't Dino's show.
There goes. Man, he's going fast.
Yeah. Lions Mane, right?
Lions Mane. Yes, congratulations, brother. Lions Mane. Lions, I will send you his information, and you will get a hold of Mr. John from Small Batch Beer Co. And He will hook you up. You cannot go wrong with it, brother. I guarantee you that. Um, thank you for everybody. Again, stick around to the end of the show because we will have another one, another giveaway. So John, I got some slides here for you, and we talk about them as we going. So, small batch beer co. When you started this, what you thought about, for the beer? What's in your beer? How,
Well, the what's in your beer came later. After I talked with you and I talked with Santa Tom and y'all gave me some pointers and everything. When I downsized from the 2 ounce to the 1 ounce, raised the price point just a little bit, to keep free shipping on every order. So
right.
small batch itself comes from because I make one bottle at a time. I never keep anything. There's nothing ever on the shelf other than our beard wash. And our beard wash is bottled and ready to go maybe sometimes, but nothing else. Everything else is produced to order. So I actually consider myself ultra small batch or micro small batch, whatever you call it. But I figured Small Batch Beard Co. was the correct name, and I think we very much embody that name. Now the what's in your beard, I was just sitting there one day and I said, I heard several times somebody say, what's in your beard? What's in your beard? And I thought, if I want to truly put my company as what, and everybody should feel this way. I'm not saying my company is the best there ever is or ever will be. I'm just saying, I think everybody that has a company, you need to believe in your product, that it is the best. It doesn't mean mine is, but in my mind, it is for me.
Right.
Well, John, you have to step behind your product. So like you said, your product is made for yourself. So when you say it, people got to think you're promoting your business. This is what you're doing, and you believe in this 110%.
Yeah, 200%.
Yeah. So I mean, when you say that, it's the best, we take it. At least I do. I know some of the chat may not, but I do. I take it because you're stepping behind your product. So
and that's why I asked
that's
you. I asked you, just like here, what's in your beard? I know what's in mine.
which is
What's in
good.
yours? And why isn't mine in yours?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Brewer's got a point. He said, "I love the simplicity of the logo, straight up to the point and easy to read." And me and you had this conversation this week, literally this week. I told you that you had to come up with some kind of stickers. The logo is simple, it's perfect. I mean, it's just it goes straight to the point. So
I hope to have stickers. What I plan on doing there is I want to show a little love to the community, not just giving you great products at a fair price, but I want to make sure that I'm showing you that you're not only a customer, but you're part of the small batch family. Even if you don't use this, if you're in the beard community, you're part of the bigger family of small batch producers, connoisseurs, buyers, reviewers. We should be showing love to everybody because you guys are our advertisement. Without you, we don't exist. Everybody has their way of helping everybody in the community. So I want to do some free stickers. Something nice and clean. I want to start trying to throw maybe a little bit of hard candy in there, a few pieces, and say, here's something sweet to have, or whatever. If you're diabetic, I'm sorry, but
Hey, I don't know where Brewer get the idea that we love stickers. I mean, I don't like stickers at all.
I can tell.
It's funny because when I was a kid, they used to make these sticker books, and you would collect all these different stickers and stuff. Now I have sticker boards. I basically take anything that a sticker will stick to and put it on there. They're all behind my bar. Soon we'll be in my whole kind of lounge studio downstairs in my basement when I finish it. But it's just like it's nice to see. it's some are very simplistic. I pick them out, and some of them, there's a lot of integrity to them and stuff. But it's something nice, unexpected when you buy a product, and like you said, this whole it's like the whole like the lion's the king of the but when somebody gets eaten, they go to the ground and all that stuff. It's the whole circle of life kind of area, and it's basically the same thing here. Is we wouldn't be able to review anything if there was nobody doing anything.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have a Dan C that made himself a career out of this, to give us a better beard. So it's just so cool.
Yeah.
Right. That is correct. Before we go to the next slide, John, I need to ask you a serious question, and please, just from the bottom of my heart, can you say tobacco again?
Tobacco.
How you said earlier, tobacco, or whatever.
Tobacco, yeah.
You said it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm from South Georgia, so I have to. I try my best to pronunciate, but I've got that Southern slang.
Hey, listen, I'm just giving you a hard time. I only said that because I wanted to say I could tell you accent is from Georgia, and when I said that, I could see Mike's face go just. Mike, I will play that video for you later, and I tell you what, I will send it to you straight for you, because I know how much you love Georgia. So I'm just saying.
I feel like we're brothers from another mother already.
See?
The kindred.
So the next slide that I have for you, John, is this. See if we pop up.
Yeah.
And the next slide is healthy skin build a better beard.
Yeah. Yeah. That's been the number one thing ever since day one, because I have to think about skin first, because I was making it for myself, and because of my damaged skin, it reacts to everything, and it overreacts. Even when I'm being careful, I can still run into problems, even when I'm going non-codamogenic as possible, when I'm going, not clogging pores, everything I can do to sit there and repair the skin barrier and do the correct things. Because if you don't have good skin, if you don't take care of your skin, you don't, and it's not just you work on it sometimes, you got to work on it every day. It's getting it to a healthy place, and then maintenance on keeping it at a healthy place, so it never stops. The rest of your life, you should be using products that focus on your skin. If it focuses on your skin, it's going to be good for your beard. It's just the way it works in our line, because we're not talking about women's line. We're talking about, men's line being good for our skin, and in turn being healthy and good for our beard.
Yep, that's what we all want to do. We all want to build the better beard. We do, all the washes, the conditioners. I've said this, and I think Bishop has said it, and I'm sure Ramsey's the same way. But I have more product than my teenage daughter does, in the shower right now. And it all hopefully builds that better beard, or we're using the wrong product, which is kind of really hard to do anymore. It really is. But we enjoy that. That's your number one goal, is to build a better beard, have better skin, and not irritate it. And
if you look there, you'll see 3 bottles, and those 3 bottles are 3 systems within the beard oil modular realm. And why we have that is because, so everybody's got either longer, shorter, thinner, coarser, more mature beards, younger beards, extremely long beards, extra dry. You're living in different environments. So number one is for basically if you're in a standard warm environment, you've got a beard that's 6 inches or under. You're a younger guy, let's say less than 40. That right there is probably your go-to. Now in the winter, as a young guy, you probably would step up to the Silver Reserve, because in the winter you need to use, more emollients, a little more, what's the best word for it? It's just got a little more oomph to it. So that first one is just for the standard everyday beard like mine. That's what I use. That's my go-to. Even in the winter, I still use that because my beard's not very long. It does have gray in it, but it absorbs well. And I take care of my skin, so it works good for me. But if you're a more mature guy, I'm in my 50s, so if you're more mature and you've got a bigger beard and it's red, gray, salt and pepper, you'll probably want to lean into that into the Silver Reserve. That's going to be your jam right there, and that's about up to a 16-inch beard. Now, if you're going above 16 inches, or you've got a beard, you're bigger than a 16-inch beard, or it's extremely coarse, or your beard just drinks beard oil, then you go with that extra hydration, extreme hydration, and that should take you. You really shouldn't need anything past that, unless you're out in Arctic wind and it's really tearing the moisture from your skin and beard.
Mm-hmm. And this year, I've noticed because the Pennsylvania winter was really weird this year. I really didn't change my beard routine for probably the last 5 years. Don't show me on the big screen. I'm not the guest. Get me off of that. Uh, but I noticed this year with the brittle cold. I mean, honestly, it's probably. I think they've said it. It's the coldest winter we've had in a long time, and I had to keep hydrating more. So something like going up to your more hydration may have been better than just keep on adding beard oil.
Yeah. Well, it's a unique system because the system's all built off of the building block is the serum. Okay. So
Yeah.
all four of them have hemisqualane and squalane, and they're all cane derived, sugar cane derived. So that's the building block there. That's your base, and then based on how I want to saturate your beard with other oils, I add, like say this one may have 15. The performance may have 15% serum. The next one may have 30% serum, and then the big boy may have 50% serum, and then you've got the last one that's the night that is all serum, and that's for special purpose. But we'll get into that here in a second. But there's a modular theory to it, and it's just like like Dan C and some of the others talk about rotating through different types of oils, lighter, heavier. You can do it with my system, and you never have to leave the system if you didn't want to.
Nice.
You can rotate and go back and forth, and then all you do at night, and then we'll get into that here in a second. But I'll tell you, it's kind of a backwards thought, but you'll understand it when I explain it. But that's the whole theory on the three oils.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds great.
And after I bring out the slide number, this next slide, I want you to because you brought in this nighttime repair, okay? And this nighttime repair, I thought it was perfect, but I guess I was wrong because you just told me you just made it a little bit more better, and then I'm excited for you to talk about that. So let's play the next slide. Thank you, Mr. Raven. We really appreciate you.
Yep. Now you see where the nighttime beard and face repair serum comes in, and that is the backbone. Well, I don't know if you say that's the backbone. That's kind of the heart. Okay. The backbone is the squalane, and the heart of the system will be the serum, because the serum encompasses everything. And and what we've done is the serum will be the one that always changes. If I can ever, what I do is every time there's something new come out or I hear something, I'll get some of it. I'll mix it up how it's supposed to be mixed, play with the ratios, and I'll use it on my beard. If it's better, then for me and with my sense of skin and everything, it should be better for all my customers. So I'll only roll it out after we've it's tried and tested on my beard, make sure there's no reactions, because my skin is ultra sensitive. I don't have a big beard, but I know how it's going to function for big beards, smaller or bigger, lighter, gray, that good stuff. But Yeah, we're always looking to make it a better blend, and that's the only thing ever changed because hemisqualane will always be there. It's the serum and what's in the serum, what we add, what we take away, and right now I think with the addition of everything that we have now, I I can't foresee it changing again in the near future simply because there's no other oil soluble technology I can do to it, without making it something it shouldn't be.
Right.
If I'm on a always say like this, and it's true, I want you to take care of your skin every day. When you use my oil, you've got micro amounts of that serum in there. So I'm already priming your skin, for repair
Right.
as you do every time you use it. And at night, you're only doing more if you use my system.
Right. Yeah. And I told you one thing, man. Everybody knows here that my son, he's autistic and he likes to pull my beer, right?
Yeah.
And before I started using your system, it hurts. My beard was hurting all the time because he janks on it, so my skin was irritated all the time. And I started using the night routine, and and I could feel the difference on it. I mean, honest, I could feel that how my beard feels a lot better. It does repair it. It's my beer routine, night beer routine. I could say this on point. Using what I'm using is on point. It's pretty. It feels the best it had ever felt before.
Yeah.
I'm definitely grateful for that.
Well, and
So
that's what we preach, and that's what we stand by, and that's why I have people ask me why I don't make a butter, and
right,
it's controversial, and I say it and I say it again and again and again. You don't need butter. You may like using butter, you may like the feel of butter, but you don't necessarily need it. There's like in my serum, there's already fractional butters in it. You got the kopasu, you got the shea olin, you've got the mango kernel oil. All that stuff is beard butter with fractionally take with the long chain fatty acids fractionally taken away, and you've got the mediums and everything else that you need that truly absorbs and doesn't clog your pores. It doesn't sit there and coat your beard and make it occlusive.
Yeah,
So
they did.
yeah.
And I know I was a tester for another company to kind of do a repair serum that they're looking at and stuff like that. And yeah, I'm not a big butter person at night. I don't know. I just never really think of it because I shower at night, so I'll do more of just an oil treatment. I am trying to grow outside, so I do a different system on that and all that. But butter, I'll usually use it during the day if I don't use balm. But the serum that they were doing, I can understand the logistics, so I'm interested in trying yours now, so that I could see it. But it made it a more manageable. It seemed
Yeah.
like to me, beard in the morning because, like I said, I shower at night.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with using butter. It's just in my
Yeah,
system.
yeah.
It's redundant for me. So I don't use
Hmm.
it. I don't make it. And that, like I say, nothing wrong with it. There's no wrong answer. It's just,
No,
you know, but getting back to the actual system, the way you would use it, just say for instance, you go out there and say you wanted to use butter, or say you didn't want to use butter, but you wanted to have something extra beside the serum. With the serum, this goes against what you'd normally think. Okay, so you take your shower at the end of the night, and say you want to go there and say, okay, I don't have any butter, but I've got beard oil, or say you've got my beard oil in my serum. Conventional wisdom would say, okay, you'd put your beard oil on, and then you'd come back with the serum, right?
yeah,
You would layer it that way. That's not the way you layer it.
okay,
The way you layer it is you put your serum in first, and then if you want to use oil, you put your oil on after the serum.
oh, okay.
Otherwise, you're hampering the absorption of the serum into your beard. Anything that you apply uh, before the serum at night, or even in the day, if you're going out there and you've got extremely cold weather, you should apply
Yeah.
your serum first and then your oil, because your oil is going to kind
Okay.
of act like, or my oil is going to kind of act like butter
Yeah.
in a way that it takes and shields, what's going on with the hair and the skin. But
Yeah.
the repair serum will be doing its job. And so you've got to think in reverse a little bit. And I know it sounds wrong, but trust me, it's right for my system.
That's interesting. That's interesting because yeah, I would have been using it the opposite way, but yeah, that sounds very interesting.
Yep, he does. Oh, by the way, these cookies are amazing. You're saying.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And then John, we got two more slides. This is the next one.
Yep, there we go. That's now on the sense when you start it. Well, go ahead, John. Now you'll probably have something to say about that, but go ahead, then I'll answer whatever.
So so when I started trying your experimental scent profiles, I have two, and I was relevant. I have number one and number two, and when I received number one, it was great. It felt great on then number two came in, and it took me back a little bit. It took me by surprise because I didn't think I was gonna like it. But it's not just it kind of does it kind of not I want to say change on your beer, but it's like, man, like the notes deflect on the beer exactly how they laid in there. I mean, the mixture of it was, you know, it was just perfectly put in there. They they come out on your beer, and then I told my wife, it's like, man, when I have it on my beer, sometimes it's like it's playing musical chair. Yeah, like one come in and it just move. Um, the number one, man, the black leaf fermented. So when I when I got this one, I was like, yeah, I probably won't like that because what it's a fermented, right?
Yeah.
And the one I was telling you about, when it's nothing what I expected on it on the bottle, um, on the for real. I just like it completely. It's something I will wear that because it's smooth, uh, and it feels sophisticated. So it's not. Yeah, it got me by surprise.
Yeah, a lot of these scents are you could, and that's the whole thing about doing a story, is that you take more time. You look at your individual scents. You really take care, and you mix things in a way that you want that change. You want it different from why it's wet to the dry. Why it's little moist to the time of the dry down. Everything changes, and you want that sensory. You want that story to unfold. You want it to bloom. I mean, I'm saying it that way because I love it. I mean, I truly love telling the story almost as much as I love making sure that y'all get stuff on your skin that truly helps.
Definitely.
And it's like this. It's not about this isn't about ever about money, because trust me, what you make on beard oil, you're not really making any money. You do it either because you love doing it, or
Yeah.
a side hustle. I mean, I've got another business, but I mean, this is what I do day to day. And being the wife, and she gets tired of hearing me talk about it. But I mean, I almost talk in my sleep about it.
And the answer, Ray Smokey, yeah, he is real, and he does support small batch beard company, but he's also a small batch beard co. And give him a try. The website's on the bottom down there, and I like I said, I don't think your skin would disapprove of it at all. But yeah, just not a YouTube name. That's the best I've ever heard, Bishop. He sounds really good. That's the best I've heard. So, yeah, keep that up.
Sorry, and there's a few people coming in, new people coming in. Ray Smokey, Chris from True North, Johnny Herrera. Um, there was a lot of people coming in. I just want to say thank you, Raven, of course. And again, we got
Small town
Frankie.
Jim.
Hey, how you doing? Yeah, and yeah, this is the website. You guys gonna order it. One thing I want to mention is um, your so your prices are no matter what, it's free shipping. So,
Yep.
for example, your oils are priced at
Currently, the oils and the serum are priced at $19.98, and that's free shipping. Whether you, and the reason I did that is because I didn't want to have to play around with discounts and stuff like that. I wanted to give you the best product at the very best price with free shipping. So that way, when you look at the price, it doesn't change when you go over there to ship it, and unless you want to expedite it. Then you can pay a little extra for expedited, but with USPS, hell, expedited may not get it there any quicker. So
Yeah.
better off to just take the free shipping. I mean, I'm just telling you the truth. But that was the whole premise is to give you affordable luxury, affordable quality, affordable, everything we produce. It's like I say, it's not. I could quit today and not do anything. I'm not sitting here doing this for a living. Now, return on investment to keep the business going, yes. But I'm here to do it for everybody that wants good product. That's it.
And then Ray Smokey have a question. He wants to know: do you have an Instagram page?
Yeah, I have an Instagram page. We have an Instagram page. I don't do much on it right now, but it is there under Small Batch Beard Co.
Right.
Just put that Instagram link in the chat too. So
yeah. And again, guys, stick around for a little bit longer. We will have John have honor us to having 2 giveaways. We already did one, and then the next one will be here shortly. So stick around. You won't regret it.
Now, this right here, built for real beards. Before anybody gets upset, I'm not saying that nobody else is building for real beards. All I'm saying is that my product is built for real world beards. How it's out there and being affected by elements, the environment, heat, humidity, your age, everything but your IQ. It's just there to do what it needs to do and be as healthy and as good for you as possible.
Yeah. No, it's like I said, it's good. It feels great on the skin and stuff like that. Really enjoyed it. Like I said, that was just the start of it. Test you out, see how well it did. Every man's face is different, as you can contest to it yourself.
Yeah.
It's the reason the whole company's here is because of things that you've tried and stuff. It's one of those, like I said, we're living in a good time that there's not you'd really probably have to search for something bad out there, or go to I don't know, a box store or something like that.
Yeah.
But it's I really did enjoy it. I really enjoyed that the revive, basically during the day, the rehydration spray. It was really nice, and like I said, I throw it in my pocket, and it's in a plastic bottle, so I'm not worried about breaking glass in my shin or anything like that.
Yeah.
But I did really enjoy that refresh, as I call it.
Yeah. We don't talk much about the refresh spray because most people don't need it, but it's like this right here. If you're sitting there, say you're using a different beard oil and everything else, so you're not even using ours, and you just happen to get some of our refresh spray, 9 times out of 10, the customer's buying it unscented. That you can get it scented, but 9 times out of 10, you're buying it unscented. And what happens is, as your beard dries, there's less and less of the scent available because it's trapped in your beard, so you don't smell it. So if you want to refresh not only your beard and the hydration, but if you want to refresh your fragrance, all you got to do is 3 or 4 sprays in there, and it will bring that that fragrance back out of your beard because it's hydrated now. It can move. It's not going to be as strong as it was in the morning when you put it, but it will make a difference, and you can't smell it again. And it is hydrating your, it's good for your beard.
Yep. I agree. I liked it. Like I said, it was interesting when we were in that chat, the Discord chat, and you were talking about it and stuff like that. And I enjoy that refresh. Like I said, I'm one of those people that you're working, and the scent falls off or whatever. Like you just said, everything you just said, and it's just nice that instead of just a little warm water, it does bring it back. But no, I'm adding the good stuff too. It's bringing everything back too. So
and there's no water in it, so you don't have to worry about other things in there. It's like, say, if you have a water-based rehydration spray, there's other things in there that you have to use to keep from growing, like bacteria or other things in a water-based product. This is squalene and hemisqualene only. If you want fragrance, then it's just whatever the fragrance load up to about 4%. It's not heavy. So once again, it's an oil-based product. It's not water-based. It's not something that it's got what it needs in it and the least amount to do the job.
Yeah. Nice.
So speaking of other oil-based products, you want to talk about your colognes?
Cologne is the same thing as the rehydration spray. What happens there is we make a parfum, and the parfum is about 20 to 22% fragrance based on the actual type of scent, whether it's a oud or whatever may be there. So why we did that is because we're beard oil companies, oil. We're not a perfume company, So at that point, I said, well, why am I going to use alcohol? There's got to be a better way. So I look back, and there's niche companies out there that make, and most of them are foreign companies, of course. There are a few niche ones here in the United States, but it's not traditional. I mean, it is traditional, but it's not done widely, because what people want is they want that quick alcohol, because alcohol flashes off quick. It propagates the smell out. You get it real quick. Oil wears more intimately. It dries down slower, but because of the hemisqualene, it flashes off similar to alcohol. But because it's not alcohol, it doesn't dry your skin. It's good for your skin, the oil. Now, fragrance is never good for your skin, but there's a buffer with the oil that makes it better for your skin. And if you happen to overspray and some on your beard, alcohol is not getting on your beard or whatever. Not saying that it's made for beard, just that if you get it on your beard, you don't have to worry about it really damaging it like alcohol-based would.
Yeah, it's a different take. Take. You're looking, as you say your skin. You're looking for your skin. So, it's just a different take on it.
Yeah. And when like Ray Smokey here, he said 20% is a respectable percentage, and that's right, because it's different in oil. If you go much above 22% in oil, it muddies up, and it's not 20. You can compare a 20% oil. Oil wears longer, so where alcohol-based cologne peters out after certain hours, oil keeps on going. Now it's going to be intimate, and it's not going to project. You're going to be smelling it, and when people get close to you within a foot or so, they'll smell it. But we've seen that most of our scents are getting 15, 20 hours, sometimes still the next day, depending on what it is, because it wears differently.
Nice. I like it.
All right, John. So, you want to do that last giveaway?
Yep. Let's go ahead and do it.
All right. So this one we're gonna go from 50 to 75. Well, from 50 to 75 And then there you go, 50 to 75. And this is again for oil and a serum, right?
Yep.
And while the chat start putting numbers in there, how many scent profiles you have available?
There it goes by categories. I don't really know the true number, but I think there's somewhere around, there's at least 12 categories right now. So that each category has at least
There it is.
8 to 10
Michael S.
scents. So you're probably talking around 100 different fragrances, scent blends.
Right. And Michael S.
Michael S. Not Michael J. Not Michael S.
Yeah, Michael. Get a hold of me, and I will put you in touch with John from Small Badge. Congratulations, I appreciate you. And you. So I mean, I know we have covered quite a bit today, but this is why. So for everybody that just joining on the 28th, you're gonna join us again of this month, and we're gonna go round 2 of of the part of the show, because like I said, you have a lot of knowledge. You have book of knowledge of what you have, the stuff that you research for, and why you're using it, how you're using it. And I just wanted to, instead of rushing it all in one show, I wanted to split it up and have to have the opportunity for everybody to get to know you in Small Batch Beer Golf. Like Ray Smokey said, he didn't know that he didn't know that was a really a company, right? So,
And I'm sure a lot of people who have seen Small Batch Beard Co. and they think it's just in reference to small batch beard companies. But yeah, I guess it's a double-edged sword. It's very relatable in the community, but it's also our name.
Yeah, right. And like I said, no, not at all, none taken. I respect that as it's a name. It's a clean, like Brewer said earlier, it's a clean sign, logo. It goes straight to the point, and I appreciate that. So I know we have beer. Bone Beer is having a show here in shortly. So we're gonna start wrapping it up for this part 1 of the show. And like I said, the 28th, we have part 2 of the show. And I want, everybody please. We got a question from Jeff Hartman. He goes, John, do you make a nighttime relaxation scent?
I don't. What I normally tell people is you try the unscented version, because the unscented has a little bit of a chocolatey smell to it. It's very light and it's very relaxing. It's because of cupuaçu oil. So you'll have that little tinge, and then there'll be a little herbal, just a little herbal to it. So for me, it's relaxing. I use the unscented at night, and for me, it helps me just kind of chill out, and I'm enjoying a little chocolatey smell and a little herbal tail end. But if you need something, you can always give me a note and say, hey, can you make me something light? Here's what I'd like to have in it. If I have it or something close to it, I'm glad. It's like I make it to order. So if you've got some requests, as long as they're not crazy, I'll be glad to do it.
Right. And then I bring this back. It's true what Brewer said. Great. He said, John is it's awesome to talk to. Highly recommend that getting to know him. I do back that up. He is a great person to talk to. He listens. That's what I have to say. He does listen. And Baker Brewer said, Baker, that stash is looking great.
Yeah, it's getting there. Yeah, my stash grows really, really slow. So I haven't cut this thing in probably 2 years. So, thank you for that. I appreciate it.
So, Mike Baker, since you already talked, any last words? Anything?
No,
Good show.
just again, it's good to talk to John on the Discord. He was really, really a big book of knowledge. I think a lot of people go to him in that chat there that if they want to know anything about what's
Right.
healthy for your skin or what he's putting out and stuff. And I do like I said, the whole series. I do like that. You got to think out of the box a little bit, and I really do think that's pretty cool on what you're doing there, and see what comes up, and we can talk more on the 28th and go from there. I should have a couple more products by then. Uh, maybe shipping, you don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, the 28th should
Yeah.
be fun. The 28th should be fun because we can get more down into the individual carriers and stuff, and kind of, why it's there, what it does, and why we keep going back to the drawing board and looking at and making sure that we are as good as we can be when the other stuff comes out. And we hear about little fringe oils or
Mhm.
whatever's out there, and we try it. So we're always looking,
So
always
Nice.
trying, always moving forward.
okay, we have a couple more questions. Ray Smoke, you want to know, is a stinky oud scent too crazy to ask for?
No, we've got some crazy oud scents. If you go to our Black series, or if you read through there, you'll find them. They'll be like Corruption. One of them's Corruption under the Black series. There's a Damnation series also that's real dark and black. Leather oud. We got something for everybody. We've got everything from light to dark. So if there's something you don't, if there's something you can't find, get with me, and if I can make it, I will.
Nice.
Yep. And then Johnny Ray, thank you for joining us. And I do agree, Johnny Ray. I have myself, unfortunately, I have not tried your product yet. It's on my list. I just have not got there yet. I know Baker keeps talking about it. I have not. So this is the first. I know that you do carry the same bottles. But like I said, I have not tried yours. It's a list that keeps growing and growing when I keep adding to it. I'm pretty sure Baker's the same way. Mike is the same way.
Oh
But
yeah,
it's on my list.
we all are. Yeah, we all are. But yeah, those bottles, they stand right out. Johnny
Yeah.
Ray was the first one that I saw him with. I mean, they stand out. They show, I don't know, dominance kind of over some of the other bottles, just the way they look and all that stuff.
Yeah, I
And
was a little worried about it.
yeah.
I've been wanting to do it for a while, and I saw Johnny Ray did it. Of course, at that time we weren't online, but I seen they had done it, and
Yeah.
my big thing was price point. Everybody's price conscious, and everybody's hard up. Money's hard, and
Mhm.
if you can't justify the price, or at least give a fair price, then don't do it. And I finally said, well,
Yeah.
I can keep below 20. And it's 1998, but now I'll tell y'all and be totally honest with you. Come the 18th, USPS is going up about 8% on shipping, so it will go from 1998 to $20.98. My margins are thin. I have no choice but to go up, so I apologize for that. But after the 18th, they will go to $20.98 for the serum and the beard oil.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Well, we got to understand that.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, like I said, Johnny Ray, you're right. I heard that your product is good too. Like so thank you for being here and supporting. Appreciate it. Yeah, the USP just promised me that they're gonna they will keep losing my products and my boxes.
Yeah.
I have one that was here in my town, and for whatever reason, instead of get delivered, it went back to Ohio.
Yeah.
And then
We see that happen all the time. I had one guy, his package was supposed to go to Florida. It went to Texas, from Alabama to Texas before it went to Florida. Go figure.
That's the USP. So,
Wow.
so they're raising the prices because they're gonna keep losing your product. So.
Yeah.
Good job.
Just more expensive loss. Yeah.
Yeah. Mike, any last questions? Any last word?
Yeah, everything that Baker said, man. John, every time I listen to you talk on Discord, I feel like I learned something new.
Glad.
So if for no other reasons other than the shenanigans and whatnot that goes on later, I just come on there to listen to you, educate.
Shenanigans are good. Shenanigans are good. Hey,
Yeah.
you guys educate me too, because look here, I far from know it all. I only know what I know because of my skin and what works for me. And I'm like I say, I'm always listening. I'm always taking into account of what you guys respond back about. So don't think I ever don't put that to mind every day when I wake up and I'm doing what I'm doing. In the back of my mind, it's always about the customer. It's about you, because, like, once again, none of us would exist without you guys loving our products and thinking that the products and knowing the products are good.
Yeah. Baker, one last thing, your show tomorrow. Again, you want to plug it in?
Yeah, 8:30 Eastern on the What's the Crack Baker What's the Crack YouTube channel. We're gonna have Robert Baker, other known as Bob, and Elliot Norris, his mustache. He has a comp coming up. I I expect it to be like a book of knowledge of just comps. He travels. He does, like I said, he does movies. His mustache is known around. Yeah, I mean, you could pick it up. He's Death Grip. He's a big representative of Death Grip, but it's not the only product he does. He does the close shaves. He does the, it's crazy. I met him, and
Yep.
he seems like a great guy. But it was nice.
It'd be the Baker Bros. That's right.
Well,
Great.
that's what got me in with him. I was signed. Quick story. I was signing up at Worlds, and he must have already signed up, and had the same lady that was signing me up, and because my name is technically Robert Michael Baker. I go by Mike Ben or Baker. And they said, "Didn't you already sign up?" And I was like, "No." I says, "I'm a different Robert Baker." I said, "So my doppelganger's here." And later on in the day, I saw him, and I said, "Hey, I'm Robert Baker too." And
Yeah, that's funny. John, one last anything you want to add up before we go?
The only thing I can say is that I speak for myself. Everybody out there in the bearded community, we love you guys. We appreciate every good, bad, the ugly of what you guys get back to us, because it only makes us better. And the last thing I can always say is, guys, what's in your beard?
Okay.
What's in your beard? Just make sure it's a good product.
Awesome.
There you go.
Yeah, I got the serum already, because I always do it a couple hours before I go to bed. With that being said, you guys, I'm leaving the 18th to Puerto Rico. I'm gonna do a show from over there. I'm gonna be probably doing a couple live streams on Instagram from over there. And then we will have elite grooming that day, and then on the 28th we will have part 2 of the show. So I appreciate everybody for being here. The winners, please reach out to me, and then I will get you hooked up with John. And I appreciate everybody for being here, guys. Thank you, John. Don't go around. Be a reject. Love you guys. You matter. That's right. Mental health is important. So with that being said, my John, don't go nowhere. I'm gonna do my little closing intro, and
Sure.
then we'll see you guys next time.
Song keeps Georgia on my mind. Georgia on my mind. I said, Georgia, Georgia, a song